Brandon was in the 3rd grade when he was caught cheating on his math quiz. He's been doing poorly in math, and his parents had threatened that if he didn't raise his grades, they wouldn't let him play on the basketball team. So he cheated. When the teacher asked him about it, he denied it at first, but then admitted to writing down the wrong answers ahead of time. A parent conference was called, and Brandon had to sit with his parents, the teacher, and the principal to discuss the school policy on cheating and lying. On the way home, his father told Brandon he was deeply disappointed in him and expected more from him in the future. That night, Brandon felt like the whole world was against him, but he also felt guilty for letting his parents down. That weekend, Brandon and his family went to a movie. When they got to the ticket window, Brandon's dad asked for children's tickets for both Brandon and his 16-year-old brother. Brandon looked over at his brother, who stared down at the sidewalk and hunched his shoulders, hoping the ticket seller wouldn't notice that he was well above the age for a child's ticket. The ticket seller glanced suspiciously back and forth between the father and the brother, and then with a doubtful look on his face, she handed them the 2 child's tickets. This happened every time they went to the movies, and it always made Brandon feel weird. On the way home from the movie, Brandon asked his father why it was okay to lie and cheat the theater out of money, but not to cheat on his math quiz. His dad responded that sometimes it's okay to lie as long as nobody gets hurt. The rest of the way home, Brandon just got more and more confused. Cheating on his test hurt nobody. He didn't steal the answers from any of the other students. If he hadn't gotten caught, he would have been praised. How was what he did different from what his dad did over and over again? And should he continue to stay silent the next time his dad lied? Question 1. What would you do if you were in Brandon's place with the math test?
I wouldn't cheat. Is that what that means?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Why or why not?
Because cheating's wrong, and you can get in a lot of trouble for it.
Question number 2. What would you do if you were in the father's spot with the movie tickets?
I wouldn't tell the person that I had another child, I wanted another child's ticket, because that's just, empowering Brandon to feel like he can cheat because the father did what he said that his son shouldn't do.
Why or why not?
Because he taught his father, his father taught him, that it would be okay.
Who would have Brandon hurt by cheating on the test?
Who would Brandon hurt?
Yeah.
Only himself, I feel like, because he's the one who got in trouble.
How?
Because he didn't know any he didn't know any of the answers, so obviously he should have been studying more.
Question number 4. Have you ever felt like doing or have done the wrong thing because you felt it was worth it?
I don't think so.
All right. Do you feel that your actions were the only choice you could take? So say you did something wrong, what would be the other choices you would have done to take a different approach?
Wait, just read that question again.
It said, do you feel like your actions were the only choice you took? Based on question 4.
If I did something, I feel like yeah, because obviously I made those decisions, so
okay,
they would be accounted for.
Who do you think could have been hurt by lying at the movie theater?
I feel like everyone in the party, just because the father was teaching both his sons that it's okay to cheat and kind of cheat the theater out of the money that they were giving, because he didn't want to pay for the normal price, so he was just enabling his child to do the same.
What kind of messages is Brandon's father, or what message is father giving Brandon and his brother?
That it's okay to do things, it's or kind of to be a hypocrite, and it's okay to lie and cheat on your tests, or lie about if you did cheat on your test, because he's enabling them to lie.
What kind of message is Brandon's older brother sending him?
That he's okay with what his father's doing, and so he will do what his father tells him to do.
All right. Good job.
Okay.